Good afternoon, students. I'm audible, right? I'm audible and my screen is visible for you, right? I will launch the poll. Kindly tell me whether I'm audible and screen is visible. Okay. Yes, no, then fine. So I will start the class, okay? Good afternoon, all. Okay. Had your lunch, guys? All had your lunch? Okay. Okay. So, yeah. In the last class, we are doing the chapter that is a human reproduction, right, guys? Let us continue that. Okay. Okay. So, 1 minute, I will share. Yeah, give me a minute. Okay. So my screen is visible for you all, right? Screen. Are you able to see the PPT, guys? Yes? Give me thumbs up if you're able to see the PPT means. Yes. Okay. So let us start the class, guys. So let us start the class by the question. Thank you, Sanjana. Okay. So in the last class, we have studied about this. Right? We have taken the cross section of the seminiferous tubule of the testis. Then we have seen this. The question is, these cells of the testis secrete the testosterone. Okay. Option A, Serotoli cells. Option B are cells of the germinal epithelium. And option C, cells of the Leydig or the interstitial cell. And option D, secondary spermatocytes. I will launch the poll. You can answer me in the poll. Kindly read the question once again. Okay. I'm launching the poll. You can answer me. Still only 42%. What about the others? Still thinking. Hmm? Still thinking of what about others? Participation is must. Whether you know the answer or not the answer, that is secondary because we are practicing here, right? This is not actually the NEET exam, right? At least you can participate, no? By participating, you will come to know that which one is the wrong answer, which one is the correct answer later. Okay. So let us share this, guys. I will end the poll, sharing the results. Okay. 25% have given the option A, 25% B, whereas the C by the 50%. Very good, guys. All are given the C. That is the correct answer. See here, in the last class, we have taken the cross section of the testis, right? When we have taken the cross section of the testis, it will be look like this, right? There is a seminiferous tubules are there inside the seminiferous tubule. We have taken the cross section of the seminiferous tubule also inside the seminiferous tubule. These are the seminiferous tubule, right? Seminiferous tubules. So here, there is an outside, there are the cells are present between the seminiferous tubule that we call as a interstitial cell. Interstitial cells or the Leydig cells. This is going to produce the testosterone. Okay. So the correct answer is option C, guys. And coming to the Serotoli cells, no. Serotoli cells is going to produce the ABP and also the inhibin. In the later, you're going to study about the inhibin. First, let us talk about the ABP protein. So, where is this actually testosterone is produced, guys? Inside the seminiferous tubule or outside? Actually, testosterone is produced outside the seminiferous tubule, right? And where is the sperm is going to be produced? Sperm is going to be produced inside the seminiferous tubule, right? The sperm is produced inside the seminiferous tubule, right? Then, which hormone is helping in the sperm production or the spermatogenesis? Actually the testosterone, right? For that, the testosterone has to diffuse inside the seminiferous tubule, right? And testosterone should be concentrated. It should be concentrated inside the seminiferous tubule. For example, you can see these all are the testosterone, right? Now, ABP protein produced from the serotoli cells is going to bind to this testosterone. Okay, this is the ABP protein. Now, this ABP protein is going to be accumulate. It is going to be concentrate the testosterone. This yellow color is the testosterone. It is going to be help in the concentration of testo concentration of testosterone. For what? For the spermatogenesis. For the spermatogenesis. You all know that what is the spermatogenesis means? Production of sperm. Production of sperm. Right? Okay. So learn about that. Okay. Fine. Then we studied about this also. Then second question is urinogenital tract that passes through. You have studied about the male genital tract, right? Male reproductive tract we have studied, right? In that urinogenital tract, that is passing through which tissue of the coitus organ or the penis. Okay, which tissues of the penis this urinogenital tract is going to be passed. We studied two types of the tissues, right? There is the two types of the tissues we studied. I'm only telling the answer. You can go through this question. Option A is the carpus cavernosum. Option B is the carpus spongiosum. Option C, chorda epididymis. And option D, corpus epididymis. Venu and Rakshita, you answered now. Now, no, this is not correct. Think once again. We have studied about the penis, right? We have taken the cross section of the penis. We have studied there is the two tissues are there that is helping for the erection, right? And there is a one that is going to be helpful. That is going to be where? That is a urinogenital, where it is going to pass the sperm and the urine. That is a tract for the passage of the sperm and the urine. Which is that? Think once again. Think once again. Very good, Kiran. Very good. What about others? Kiran, you're from which JNV? Think once again. Good afternoon, Jirmil. Think once again. Very good, Rakshita. Correct. So that's why whichever the important points are there, I'm telling slowly only, right? You can make a note of that. Okay, because you're studying first time, right? So that's why. Okay, you can see here, guys. This is a cross section of the 1 minute. Yeah, this is a cross section we have studied, right? Penis cross section. Observe here. There is a two types of the tissues we studied, right? Here you can see this one. This one we are going to be called as corpus cavernosum. This corpus cavernosum is helpful in the erection. The blood supply will be rushed to this corpus cavernosum and it is going to be become a erected. Okay. During the coitus, it is going to undergo the erection. So that is the corpus cavernosum. Then coming to the corpus spongiosum, in the below you can see below corpus spongiosum, that is having the urinogenital tract. Okay, corpus spongiosum, that is a single. There is a two corpus cavernosum is there, whereas the only single corpus spongiosum is there. That is having the urinogenital tract, where it is helping in the removal of the urine and also where it is providing the tract for removal of the urine and also the semen. Remember this. Okay. Then we studied the structure of the epidermis, that is consisting of the head, body, and tail. Right. Epidermis is head, body, and tail. Head is called as the caput. Body is called as corpus. And the tail is called as chorda. Right. This is about the epidermis, right? not about the urinogenital tract. This is about the epidermis, where the sperm is going to be stored, right? So that's why C and D option is wrong. So the correct answer is corpus spongiosum. The scrotum helps in maintaining the temperature of the testes, which is A, which is A. A means that is lower than the normal body temperature. Here, what you have to identify is what is the temperature of scrotum. Okay. Then each testis has a B. The testis structure they are telling, that is a B compartment, that is called as testicular lobule. Okay. So how much testicular lobule are there inside the testis? Now you have to find the A is the temperature of the scrotum and B is the number of the testicular lobule. This is the correct answer. Very good, Rakshita. Very good. Very good. Kiran, can you think once again? Why you got confused? Think once again, Kiran. Very good, Venu. Very good, Kiran. Very good, Kiran. Now correct. Very good, Sanjushri. Yes, Nikita. So the correct answer is 2 to 2.5 degree. That is the scrotal sac will maintain the less than that of the body temperature. Then 250 testicular lobules are there in the testis. The correct answer is B. Okay, then you can go to the another question. What is not correct with respect to the testes in adult? Testes in adult. So here in the first, they are telling that testis is spherical in shape. Second, 4.5 centimeter in length and width is 2.3 centimeter, and it is covered by the dense covering. And the fourth one is it is made up of 250 testicular compartment. Which one is not correct? Means three statements are correct, only one is wrong. Very good, Kiran. Very good, very good. What about others, guys? You can answer me in the chat box only. Think once again. Now only we studied, right? Rakshita, can you go back once again what we studied now only? They're asking about not correct part. Not correct. False. They are telling false. Think once again. Think once again, guys. Okay. So it's like you don't know about the structure, right? So that's why you are giving this. See here, guys. When we talking about the testes in the human adult, that is looks like this, right? It is a spherical. It is not a spherical actually. It is a oval, right? Here they are given the spherical. The structure of the testes is oval actually. Oval. Here in this diagram, you can see how it is oval, right? It is not spherical. Spherical means like this, right? This is a oval. Okay, so the correct answer is 1. Okay, then coming to the this thing structure, you know that 4 to 5 centimeter in length and the width is 2 to 3 centimeter. And here you have to see that the testis is covered by the dense covering. Yes, it should be protective, right? So the dense covering will help in the covering. That is a protection. Remember, dense covering is there for the protection. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, dense covering is present. So that is correct actually. Okay, this is the oval size, oval shape, and it is covered by the dense covering. Okay, for the protection. Then coming to the made up of 250 testicular compartment, that is correct. Now only we studied, yes or no? Testicular lobules are there, 250. In the testicular lobule, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, what is there? Seminiferous tubules are there, right? Okay. So now let us talk about the conduction of the sperm through the accessory ducts. We studied in the last class also. We continued that. Just I will simply tell that the sperm is produced in the seminiferous tubule. Then it will pass to the retitestis, then to the vasa efferentia, then epidermis, vasa differentia, common ejaculatory duct, urethra, then through the urethral meatus. Through this, it is going to be come to the outside world. Okay, fine. Okay, now let us talk about the secretions of the accessory glands. We have studied about the accessory glands, right? The accessory glands are nothing but the seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and the cowpers are the bulbourethral gland, right? So about this, we are going to study. Okay. See here. The first one is the seminal vesicle, guys. We all know that the sperm is going to be present in the semen actually, right? What is actually the semen is made up of? All the secretions, right? So here you can see the pair of the sacs that is near to the base of the bladder, that is near to the, not actually to the base, it is actually near to the base of the bladder. And here the 60% of the semen actually, the 60% of the semen is going to be white mucus like secretion is going to be produced, right? During the ejaculation, that is semen, that is consisting of about 60%, that is made up of the seminal vesicle secretion. Okay. And the pH is about 7.4. 7.4 is the pH, that is alkaline. Okay. So then this is consisting, what are the things the seminal vesicle fluid consisting of means? Fructose. Now you tell me, guys, fructose is the monosaccharide or disaccharide? Fructose is a monosaccharide or disaccharide? You can tell me the answer. Very good, Nikita. Fructose is a monosaccharide, right? So here, in the only in the male semen, the fructose is going to be present, guys. Okay. Why we require the fructose means you all know that the sperm is consisting of the mitochondria. Okay. Sperm consisting of the mitochondria, it require the energy. It require the energy to pass in the female reproductive part, right? It has to be the sperm is released in the vagina, right? From the vagina, it should be go till to the meeting the egg, right? In the fallopian tube. Till there, it has to move fastly, right? For that, it requires the energy. That energy is given by the fructose that is present in the seminal vesicle, that is in the semen. Okay, remember that. And coming to the in the so many things like the actually rape will happen, right? For the confirmation of the rape, if the rape is happened or not, for that confirmation they will check the in the vagina, they will check for the fructose. If the fructose is present means there is a positive for the rape is happened, they will confirm the rape. The fructose is present means in the vagina. Okay, because the fructose is present only in the human male, that's why. Okay, fine. Then coming to the prostaglandin. So this prostaglandin, you have a confusion, right? Why this prostaglandin is required and why, what is the uterine contraction actually? So male is not having the uterine, right? Why the uterine contraction is going to be happen here? So see here, when the coitus is happened, right? When the coitus is happened, the male will release the semen into the female body, right? About 100% semen is not going to be go with the female body, only around 20% of the semen is going inside the female body, other will be spill out, right? So only the 20% will go inside the female body, that should be maintained inside, right? For that, what will happen? The prostaglandin will make the uterine to contract. It will make some feel like stomach pain. Okay, it will make the uterine contraction will be happen. The female will be feel like tired or the like the contraction is going to be happen. No pain will be happen. So on the time, suddenly female will not get up suddenly and she will not going to be dance immediately, right? She should not immediately going to dance. So mean there will be a stomach pain will be causing because of this prostaglandin which is present in the semen. Okay, because on that time what will happen? The female will not stand up suddenly. Okay, she will take some time rest. During that rest time, the sperm is going to be moved. Okay, fine. Then coming to the coagulating factors will be there because these coagulation factors are help in the coagulation during the ejaculation. Okay. So these are called as a clotting factors which helps in the coagulation of the coagulation of the semen during the ejaculation. When the semen is ejaculated outside the body, right? It will become some like a coagulation form. Okay. So that is helping. Then coming to the alkaline nature, it is helps in the neutralizing the acidic environment of the male and acidic environment of the female urethra as well as the male urethra. So you already know that urine is a slightly acidic in nature, right? And actually the female reproductive part, the vagina is also the acidic in nature only. Okay. So to maintain the acidic, there will be acidic nature will be there. Whenever the semen is released or the sperm will be released, in the acidic environment, the sperm is going to be die, right? So that's the reason this semen is going to carry its alkalinity. So it will maintain the alkalinity. So where it will maintain the sperm in the female reproductive part also, whereas in the male urethra also. Okay, because urethra is actually having the acidic pH, and you all know that uh, in the female for washing the vagina, there is a one liquid will come, V wash, right? If anyone using the V wash means, you will come to know that what is the pH of the V wash, right? Or any soaps which is used for the washing of the vaginal part. So that will be the acidic, right? If we are maintaining the, if we are washing the vagina or the vagina in the soaps or with the any alkaline things means, it will cause the irritation. Are there is a chances of the infection also, yeast infection. So that's why the vagina is want to maintain the acidic in nature. Okay, remember that. So I think you understood this about the seminal vesicle. Here you can see we have the pair of the seminal vesicle. Okay, in the male there is a pair of the seminal vesicle. Remember that. Then coming to the prostate gland. Prostate gland, you have seen that there is only one prostate gland is present. There is a bigger actually. Coming to the seminal vesicle, that is next to the prostate gland, and this prostate gland is located below the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is there. Below that urinary bladder, you can see this is a urinary bladder. Below that, prostate gland is there. Okay, prostate gland is there. So this prostate gland is also going to be secretly a slightly alkaline and a milky, thick, sticky, jelly like a fluid. Okay, it will be thick, and it will be like a whitish in color and a slightly jelly it will be. Okay, and here it is going to give around 20 to 30%, 20 to 30% of the volume of the semen, and it contains the citric acid, calcium, and phosphate. So, what is the use of the citric acid, calcium, and phosphate is nourishment. It is going to give the nourishment for sperm. Okay, it is going to give a nourishment for the sperm which is present in the semen. Okay, and also there will be a enzymes are present that is called as amylase, pepsinogen, and the clotting enzymes are there. So these enzyme is going to be activate the sperm. So when this sperm is there in this semen, it is not active. Okay. So when this semen is introduced into the female reproductive part, into the female vagina, or it will came outside, it should be like active, right? For that, it is going to be make a active. Just remember, the prostate gland enzyme is going to make the sperm active. Okay. So remember, these enzymes are making the sperm active. Okay. Then coming to the, so here it helps in the coagulation of the semen in the first, and also the activation of the semen after activation of the sperm after the ejaculation. Okay. So just you have to remember this in 20 to 25 to 30%, and it helps in the coagulation and also the activation of the sperm. Then here you can see what we are studying here. Yeah. So this is a seminal vesicle we studied, right? This is a seminal vesicle. There is a pair is there, and below that there is a prostate. Single prostate is there. So below that there is a bulbourethral is there. Bulbourethral is a pea-sized. It is a very small sized. Let us study about the bulbourethral. Okay. So yes, we told that bulbourethral is the present either side of the membranous urethra. So in the last class we studied about the urethra types, right? Membranal urethra and the prostate urethra and the penile urethra. Yes or no? So what do you mean by membranous urethra, guys? Membranous urethra. Here you can see that membranous urethra is nothing but the urethra which is present between the prostate and penile. Okay, that is present, that is between the membranous urethra, membranous urethra that is present between the prostate and the penis, or prostate or the penile urethra. So that is in between there is a membranous urethra is there. The urethra which is passing between the prostate and the penis, that we are going to call as the membranous urethra. So here we can see the in between there we can see the a P-shaped gland that we are going to call as a bulbourethral gland or the Cowper's gland. So what is the main functions of this is, here also it is also going to be produce the alkaline fluid, and neutralizing the acidic urethra. It is also going to be neutralizing the acidic urethra, which is present in the male and the female. And it also secretes the mucus. Okay. The main function of the bulbourethral gland is production of the mucus, guys. During the coitus, what will happen? No. So there will be the urethral size will be the very, very small, right? Urethra size will be very, very small, right? During the coitus, what will happen? The penis has to be the penis has to be penetrate into the vagina, right? So on that time, there will be a friction will happen, right? For that, this bulbourethral gland is going to be produces some mucus. So it is going to be lubricate. It is going to be lubricate the penis inside the female vagina. Okay. So it is going to be lubricate both the penis and also the lining of the urethra for the easy passage. Okay. So reducing the sperm damage during the ejaculation. Okay. So this is helped during the lubrication during the coitus. Have you understood the seminal vesicle and the bulbourethral and the prostate gland secretions? If you understood means give me thumbs up. If you didn't understood, if you have any questions regarding the accessory gland means kindly tell me. I will answer you. Do you have any questions over here, guys? Give me your thumbs up or any emojis so that I can understand. No one is responding. Seminal vesicle. Yes, Nikita. So, Nikita, what I told about the seminal vesicle is smaller than that of the prostate gland. Okay. Seminal vesicle is going to produce the more secretion compared to the Cowper's and the prostate gland. Okay. So, the semen is consisting of most of the part that is come from the seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle main function is it is going to produce the fructose. Okay. The secretion from all this gland is alkaline only because maintaining the alkaline condition during the ejaculation also and releasing of the sperm. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah, I will tell you 1 minute. Yeah. So by seeing this, you can come to know. No? So that's right. When the seminal vesicle secretions will be there, so the semen, so that is consisting of the fructose, that is the sugar. That sugar is going to give a food. That is going to give a food for the sperm. The sperm is already having the mitochondria, right? In the mitochondria, you all know that respiration is going to be happen, right? Respiration is going to be happen means it requires the glucose, right? So here it is providing the fructose for the respiration, and from that ATP is going to be generated. So the sperm can easily get the energy to move in the female reproductive tract. Okay. And you know that when the sperm is introduced into the female reproductive part, it will be there only for around 2 days. It will be there and it will wait for the egg inside the female reproductive part. For that also we require energy, right? That energy is given by the seminal vesicle fructose. Okay. And the prostaglandin, which is going to be released by the seminal vesicle in the semen, that is going to be help in the contraction of the female uterine. When the contraction is happening in the female uterine after the immediate coitus, the female will not suddenly stand up and she will not move. When she will stand up and suddenly move, the semen all will be released outside the body. Right? It will go outside the body. So that's why it will make the woman to rest on the bed, rest for the some time for the movement of the sperm. Okay. Then the clotting factor, when the semen is released outside the body of the male or when it is ejaculated from the penis, it will immediately going to be coagulate outside the body. Okay. But in the female body, it is going to be liquefied. It is going to be become a liquid, right? Because in the solid type, it is very difficult to move the sperm, right? When it becomes the liquid, the sperm can easily move or swim in the liquid. So that's why. So this is about the seminal vesicle. Do you understood? Okay, Nikita. Thank you, Pa. Okay. So then what is the semen actually consisting of? It's like the sperm will be there in the female body for around 2 days, right? It is like, I will not go without meeting you, like that. Tujhe dekha, mein jana sanam is there, right? The song is there, right? I don't know Hindi, just I'm telling. Okay, if anyone know me, you can type there. Okay. Without meeting the egg, the sperm will not go, like that. Otherwise, it will die there only. Okay, fine. Let us talk about the semen. The semen is consisting of the secretion of the accessory gland, that is the seminal vesicle, and the bulbourethral, and the prostate gland, and the sperm. Okay, just imagine, guys, when the semen is released in the one coitus, or in the one intercourse, the semen is released means that will be about 3 to 4 ml. Okay, don't imagine like in the 3 to 4 ml all the sperm will be there. No, so there is actually 90%. There is the fluid which is released from these accessory glands are there, right? The semen is consisting of 90%. This secretion from the accessory glands, right? Only the 10 sperms will be about 10%. In that sperm, how many sperms will be there means around 20 to 120 million. Just imagine in the normal or in the healthy man, he used to produce 20 to 120 millions of the sperm in the single ejaculation. Okay, but only one sperm is going to be fused with the, or one sperm is going to be fertilized the one egg. What about the other sperms? What is happening? The other sperm, while moving in the way only, it is going to be die in the female reproductive part. Okay, in the female reproductive part only, where it is moving through the egg, it will die in the female reproductive part only. Okay, only single sperm is going to be fertilized. Then what is the function of reproductive system in the male? So first one is the spermatogenesis. During the puberty, the male is used to produce the sperm, right? And the male sex hormone is going to be produced. That is nothing but the testosterone. When the testosterone is produced, on that time only spermatogenesis is going to be happen. Yes or no? Then transfer of the sperm. The sperm is produced in the male body, and through the coitus, it is going to be released into the female reproductive part, into the female vagina, right? For the transfer of the sperm, it is helping. Remember this. Okay. Copulatory organ in the human, if they ask about the copulatory organ in the human, that is penis. Okay. Fine. So here is a question for you guys. The question is the enlarged end of the penis. Okay. The enlarged end of the penis is there from the front side, that is covered by a loose fold of the skin. A loose fold or the skin is present, right? So what is that called as? Very good, Nitish. Nitish, is that correct? Think once again. Very good, Nikita. Very good, Carlson. Yes. So just imagine, guys, we studied in the last class, right? Just you have to go back to the last class. Okay. So we have studied the structure of the penis, the front portion. 1 minute, yeah. The front portion. It will be look like this, right? The front portion of this, that is going to be called as glans penis. Glans penis, right? Where it is consisting of the loose fold. So that we called as foreskin, right? So the correct answer is foreskins, guys. Foreskin. Okay. Then we didn't study about the hymen. Hymen we will study in the female reproductive part, where it is going to be cover the vagina. Okay. Cervix. Okay, we'll study about the hymen in the female reproductive part. Then the urethral meters also we studied. Through the urethral meter, the sperm is ejaculated and the urine also ejaculated. Urine also released, right? So the correct answer is foreskin. Okay. Then coming to the disorders of the male reproductive system. So the first one is the sterility. What do you mean by sterility? Sterility. We have heard of the sterile male, right? What do you mean by sterility? Means the inability of the sperm to fertilize the egg. Okay. The sperm is not able to fertilize the egg. There may be the sperm is moving, but it is not reaching till the egg. There only it is losing its energy. It is going to be die. Okay. So that we are going to call as the sterility. There is a coitus is happening, there is a intercourse is happening, but till that also there is a no pregnancy is going to be happen. So there is a no fertilization is going to be happen. That we are going to call as a sterility. Okay. And oligospermia. Oligospermia means less than 20 millions of the sperm. We now only we studied, right? So in the normal healthy human, so there should be a 20 to 120 million sperm should be there. Okay, you know, guys, the production of the sperm is also depend on the your daily life activities, how healthy activities you are maintaining. Okay, if the person is having the some of the bad habits like the drinking and the smoking and these all the things, on the time also this there is a condition will become, that is oligospermia. That is the sperm count is going to be decreases. And when the person is going to get the aging, right, due to the aging also the sperm count is going to be decreases. Okay, so just remember this. Oligospermia means less than number of the less the number of the sperm, that is 20 million sperm. Okay, then azoospermia. The azoospermia means either absence or nearly absence of the sperm. Only the ejaculation is happening. In the ejaculation fluid that contains only the secretion from the accessory gland, but it does not contain the sperm. Okay, actually, this condition will come in the very age old people. Okay, in very age old people, they will get this azoospermia. Some condition, some people are having the defect, means in them also they will get this azoospermia. There is a completely absence of sperm. Okay, so remember this. Uh, there is a ejaculation is happening. Ejaculation is there. Okay, but there is no sperm will be there. Okay, and in some of the this also in the vasectomy also the same thing will happen, no? In the vasectomy, that is a surgical operation in the male, it will happen. In the next chapter you will going to study that. In the vasectomy we are going to cut the vasa differenza. If the vasa differenza is cut out, means the secretion is the male is used to do the intercourse. Okay, he is going to do the intercourse, there is a no problem will be there, but the female is not going to undergo the pregnant, or the fertilization is not going to be happen, because the secretion does not contain the sperm, because we tied that vasa difference, no? So that's why. It's not like that, pa. In the masturbation, the sperm count will not decrease actually. Tejaswini. Pleasing himself, right? Masturbation is nothing but pleasing himself. Okay. It does not going to be decrease the sperm count actually. Okay. Fine. So now let us talk about the defective sperm. So the sperm is going to be produced, but the sperm is defective. Means the sperm may contain the two head. Okay. The sperm may contain the two head, one tail, or it may contain the one head, two tail, or it may be lacking, the tail will be very less, or it may having some defect. So that we are going to call as a defective sperm. Okay. So if they are having any bad habits like that, they are continuing that, means there may be a defective sperm is going to be happen. Okay, fine. Then coming to the impotency. Impotency means a loss of erection during the coitus or the intercourse. Okay. During the intercourse, there should be an erection should be happen, right, in the penis. But what will happen here? The erection is not going to be happen. In some cases, it will be like erection will be for only some time it is going to be happen. So that is a temporary impotency that will be cured. Okay. But in some case, there is a no erection only. Okay. If there is no erection only, means it is going to be treated. Okay. The impotency, loss of erection, just remember there will be a temporary also there during the intercourse is happening, but in between the intercourse there will be a loss of erection will be happen. Okay, suddenly. So that is a one type. In some other type, there will be a no erection only at all. Okay, so that we are going to call as a impotency. Okay. So then coming to the prostate cancer we can see in the that is a dangerous, that is in the male prostate cancer. What is happening is, in the prostate gland is there, right? In the prostate gland, a tumor is going to be formed in the prostate gland. That is going to be called as the prostate cancer. The symptoms will be in the here in the male, that are the, 1 minute, frequent urination and interrupted urine flow, and the blood flow in the seminal fluid, and the immediately they want to empty the urinary bladder, that is will be urge will be happen, and the blood will come in the urine, and the pain and burning sensation while urinating. Okay, and urge to urinate frequently at the night. Okay, and the erectile dysfunction, they are not able to do the intercourse because of this erection problem. Okay, do you have any question over here, guys? Do you have any question over here? No. Okay, do you understood this, guys? Okay, let us move to the next. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, guys, do you have any other types of the disease related to the male reproductive tract, guys? If you know, you can tell me. And in the last class also we have studied, that is a, during the birth, there will be a cryptochorium will be happen, right? 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, what is the cryptochorium, guys? Can you tell me? 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute, be there. So there is some stucking problem happening here. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Very good, very good. So that is the failed, yeah, failed to descend the testis to the scrotum. That is called as cryptochorium. Very good, Rakshita. Yes. Yesterday means sexually transmittable disease. Pa. In the human health and disease, we will learn about that. Okay, sexually transmittable disease. 1 minute. There is a, Okay, 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Mhm. Don't know what is happening. 1 minute. Okay, guys. Sorry, my actually screen is stuck here. I don't know what has happened. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, screen is stuck here, guys. So sorry for that. Actually, there is another disease is there, so that we will study about that. Okay. The another study, another disease is the inguinal hernia. Have you studied about the inguinal hernia, guys? First one is the cryptochordium, right? So please listen to the class. Don't go out. We will complete that and then we will go. Okay. So in the male, actually, the inguinal hernia will be there. Inguinal hernia means in the last class we studied about the inguinal canal. Yes or no? We studied about the inguinal canal, right? So what is the actually inguinal canal, guys? So in the through the inguinal canal, so the testis is produced in the abdominal, right? So that will pass it from the inguinal canal to the testis, right? That is descended through the inguinal canal to the testis. That we called as the inguinal canal, right? So what will happen in the inguinal hernia? So that where this intestine is going to be protrude inside the inguinal canal. Okay, so that is going to be called as the inguinal hernia. So many people are undergoing this type of the inguinal hernia. They are undergoing the surgery for the removal of this intestine from the inguinal canal. So remember that inguinal hernia. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so I think you are able to see the whiteboard, right? So kindly remember. So that is called as the inguinal. 1 minute. Yeah, inguinal, inguinal hernia. Okay, inguinal hernia. So what will happen? There is a inguinal canal will be there, right? In this inguinal canal, the intestine is going to be protrude. This is the intestine. This intestine is going to be protrude inside this inguinal canal. This is the inguinal canal, right? So through the inguinal canal, the intestine it is going to be protrude. You know that. Till that there will be a testis is going to be protruded, right? So in the inguinal canal, the intestine is going to be protrude. By that, we have to remove this intestine through the surgery only. Okay, so this is also the one condition that in the male. Okay, so then coming to the cryptochordium, you know that cryptochordium we studied, right? Cryptochordium, chordium. What do you mean by cryptochordium, guys? In the cryptochordium, what will happen? So this inguinal canal, through the inguinal canal, the testis has to be protrude, descended to the scrotum, right? But what will happen? So the testis will be not descend. It will be present in the inguinal canal only. It will be present in the inguinal canal only. It will not descend. So the failure of the descending of the testes. So that we are going to call as the cryptochorium. So in the cryptochorium, there will be two types, guys. One is a unilateral, unilateral cryptochorium. Okay. And another one is bilateral, bilateral cryptochorium. So what will happen in the unilateral cryptochorium means, so here the failure of only single testis, failure of single testis will call as the unilateral cryptochorium, and the bilateral cryptochorium means a failure of two testes, failure of two testes. So that's why what will happen in the hospital, no? Whenever the boy baby born. So for them, the doctor will tell, kindly check for the testes, whether the two testes are present in the scrotum. Okay. If the two testes are not there means, if the two testes are not there means, they will do the surgery. That surgery we will call as archidectomy. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, here I will write. The surgery name is going to be called as archidectomy. Archidectomy for the cryptochorium. For the cryptochorium, for the descending, where the testes should be descend, right? For that, the doctor will do the surgery for that. So that we will call as the archidectomy. Okay. So remember these things, guys. In the tomorrow's class, we will study about the other things. I'm sorry for this interruption. Suddenly it has been stuck. 1 minute. Yeah. So do you understood this, guys? Did you understood about that? Cryptochorium, unilateral and bilateral. And what is the surgery we'll do for that? Okay. In the next part, we are going to study about the female reproductive part. Now you tell me, guys, when we are talking about the female reproductive part, what is the main thing going to come to your mind? So where is the baby actually growing in the female reproductive tract? Nikita, I didn't understood. What is testis? The testis will come to mind. If you think about a female reproductive part means, that I am asking. I think you confused it. Nikita. Uterus. Very good. The baby is going to be grow inside the uterus, right? So that uterus is going to be called as the womb. Right. And other than that, what you will remember, guys? Other than that, what you will remember? Which are the hormones are there in the female? Hormones. Very good, Kiran. Yes, estrogen is there. Other than estrogen, which hormone is going to be maintained the pregnancy, guys? If you know means you can tell me, no problem. Which hormone is going to maintain the pregnancy? If you know means. Okay. In the next class, what we are progesterone is maintaining the pregnancy, guys. In the next class, we are going to study about the female reproductive part. In the female reproductive part, the primary sex organ is the ovary. Okay. The ovary is attached to the body and to the uterus by the ligament. Through the ligament, it is holding the ovary to the uterus. Okay. And here in the uterus, we will see the three parts will be there. Okay. So that those all the things we will study in the next part around the fallopian tube and all the things. Okay. Fine, guys. In the next class, we will study about that. So I'm going to launch the poll for you. You can. Do you have any idea of that, guys? If the pregnancy was happened in the fallopian tube, what will happen? If the baby will grow in the fallopian tube means what will happen? Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Very good. The tube is going to be break, guys. Okay, just remember the tube is going to be break. Okay, then again that female will not undergo the again that female not get the pregnant again. That we call as a ectopic pregnancy. Those all the things we'll study in this class. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. Let us meet in the next class. Bye, Sanjana. Bye, Kiran.